Fear forms true bonds. So with that in mind, I hope you scream as much as I did from these scary videos. Number 5. This is definitely one of the scariest videos ever posted on my ChillsNarrator subreddit by far. It was found on a random Discord and probably was floating around some nefarious parts of the web long before getting sent my way. A teenager whose identity remains unknown hears a strange noise outside of his room and decides to investigate. He doesn't make it very far before he finds his investigation has gone wrong in a terrifying way. His final scary moments are caught on camera and it looks pretty grim.
See, I'm gonna go out there and look.
A slight smirk shows he never expected an unknown creature to descend upon him from within the darkened doorway. He doesn't have a chance to properly scream before the mysterious animal-like figure is on him, in a single scary moment that probably ended badly. The creature's snout and a dog-like face are visible moments before it strikes at 5 seconds, along with 2 beady white eyes. So maybe this is a dogman sighting caught on tape, and something that's beyond creepy. These weird white streaks of light look to be the dogman's claws, and they're coming straight down towards this kid's head. Freaky, right? Number 4. This freaky paranormal encounter was caught on camera in Austin, Texas. A toddler wakes up in the middle of the night and somehow stands perfectly balanced on the thin bars of its crib. This maneuver looks very hard for a toddler to perform. Little kids generally don't have this level of coordination, and some people are saying that there's some paranormal activity going on. I wasn't sure what to make of this speculation at first, but now that they mention it, it does kind of look like he's leaning on an invisible presence for support. And I have to admit that the way he starts screaming is almost like something paranormal is scaring him. I mean, at 32 seconds he leaned over with his arms out and somehow not falling forward. He even looks around like he's freaked out and knows he shouldn't be able to do this. At 38 seconds, it looks like he is holding hands with something. A ghost, I guess, since no one else is in the room. And then he falls backwards, or maybe is shoved. I think the encounter is paranormal, and that was a ghost because you hardly ever see a toddler keep their balance for that long on the floor, let alone the edge of their crib. Number 3. Monica and Stella are ghost hunting sisters on a paranormal YouTube channel called Project Darkside, and they think this haunted hotel in their home country of Croatia is one of the scariest abandoned places they've ever gone exploring as part of a paranormal investigation. The first floor of the haunted hotel is creepy enough, but before they can even make it to the next level, they find their urban exploration has gone wrong. Scary moments lay ahead because these crumbling steps with no rails are the only way up, and that's when out of darkness,
I can do it like this. It's okay. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
comes a scary, loud banging noise from somewhere off camera. The paranormal activity seems to be much stronger upstairs because they begin to feel watched and see shadows moving around corners and around hallways. A ghost is near. They can feel its uneasy aura as they squint into the darkness, unaware of the scary shadow person they've already caught on tape. This paranormal evidence looks solid at first, but I think the best explanation is that it was actually one of the sister shadows. It kind of looks like she walks in front of the flashlight and creates this spooky shadow person that may have been mistaken for a real ghost sighting. The paranormal investigation continues all the way to the roof, and that's when the ghost hunters claim to hear weird noises of a spirit underfoot.
There's a ghost walking around back and forth in this courtyard and is on camera red-handed. I'm not believe this. There's literally a ghost on camera right now. There's literally a ghost on camera right now. Walking around back and forth in this. Are you still recording?
Followed by more scary noises right behind them.
Oh god. I was there.
As they stare into the darkness, they think they see a mysterious figure and hear another scary noise. I don't see or hear anything, to be honest, but this video is what ended their paranormal investigation out of fear. Watch these final scary moments and tell me if you see or hear anything strange caught on video.
What the is that?
Quiet! I just saw.
Like I said, I could be missing something paranormal, but all I see is a dark hallway, no ghost. At this point, they could have been nearly hallucinating from fear. So overall, I'm not sure about this creepy video. Number 2. A YouTuber named Lanzo has a haunted ranch that he is afraid to visit. He knows at least one of the buildings is haunted because his uncle told him about a full conversation that he had with a strange man who said that he was a demon, and then promptly and mysteriously disappeared right in front of him on the spot. Ever since then, the 1-acre property has been overrun with paranormal activity.
Just from that day and now on, it's always been like creepy for me and my cousins to come here at night. Thought I heard something that was scared.
Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that?
He hears scary whispering voices haunting the woods nearby and quickly shakes the thought away, but I think I might have heard the whispering voices too, followed by other scary noises that may or may not have been the wind. It's 3 a.m. and as they approach, they can feel the paranormal energy feeding off of their fear. Their equipment refuses to focus on one paranormal hotspot, and they know it's because a ghost is haunting them.
Right there.
What the f***, you guys?
And I'm gonna input.
Their night vision and motion tracking paranormal equipment detect a super tall figure standing in the same place they felt was haunted, and it's making the dogs bark like crazy too. The animals are familiar with Lanzo, so I think these pets are having a ghost sighting of their own.
There's literally a figure right there.
The dogs aren't even facing them, further evidence that something paranormal has their interest.
Something's clearly back there.
And even the horse seems to freak out as well. I feel sorry for all of the terrifying encounters that these poor animals probably have on a regular basis living on this haunted ranch. The horse begins moving frantically at 6 minutes and 58 seconds, and then they detect a ghost trying to climb some firewood to hitch a ride. The panicking animal sways back and forth to get away from the apparition, but to no avail. I don't know if this horse is freaking out over a ghost sighting, or if it's just asking them for some food. This is a 3 a.m. video though, so I don't think the horse should be hungry.
We noticed that there was a figure that was dancing with the horse like next to it. Like literally right there, you guys. Like I'm getting the chills. I'm terrified right now.
Behind this gate is where the dogs were barking at something, and that's when they get really scared because their paranormal equipment goes off again.
I literally can't feel my feet, like,
It's starting to detect something.
dude.
They need to go around the building to see what's on the other side of the gate, but they hardly get a few steps before their camera goes out of focus.
Over here.
And in the woods, they hear a really weird voice, like laughter. When they consult their paranormal equipment for a translation, it interprets only one word.
If there's anyone here with us, give us a sign.
Goodbye.
Oh my God, no.
And it utters this phrase. A single ghost orb flies into them. I wouldn't be surprised if this ranch was haunted by skinwalkers after all. Skinwalkers are paranormal tricksters who will often haunt ranches built on ancient prairie lands. So with this in mind, a ghost sighting on this ranch would make sense. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. A bizarre unknown creature sighting by YouTube channel Shortest Blockbusters was recently caught on tape late at night, and it's beyond creepy if you ask me. The scary moment was caught on camera by a person who wanted to take a quiet walk to clear their mind and ended up experiencing this terrifying encounter instead. They're asking if this strange creature is even from the same planet as us, so here's my analysis. First of all, there is always the possibility of video editing. If not, then this is some truly creepy stuff. The creature is creeping around on 4 long legs, with 3 tendrils trailing behind that I assume are for better balance. This looks like some kind of bizarre bug that can move fast when it wants to, and it doesn't seem to be concerned about being spotted, so it must be strong enough to defend itself. The way the car's headlights shine across its mysterious figure is not easy to edit, and looks fairly convincing. He manages to capture the creature from multiple angles and each one looks real. The shadow is not easy to fake here either, so this is either real or an above average editing job. However, just as I was beginning to really start to wonder, I think they slipped up and made a mistake here. It's more of an issue with scaling than with the animation itself, which looks good. It's just that the creature goes from being as tall as a car in the other videos to as small as a dog in this video. In fact, I'm fairly sure that they've edited out this woman's dog and replaced it with a strange creature to make it look like she was being chased. It's not the right size. If this happened in real life, then there would almost certainly be more videos posted online of the creature, but this is the only evidence I can find. This seems like the type of scary creature sighting that is usually caught on video while exploring abandoned places, not in the middle of the suburbs late at night. This top list of scary videos will make your whole body cringe until you can't handle it anymore.